The nation has lost its 41st president, George H.W. Bush. His spokesman says the former commander-in-chief died in Houston at the age of 94 yesterday. Mr. Bush was a World War II veteran who later became a Republican congressman, diplomat, CIA chief, and vice president. That led him to the White House in 1988 when he defeated Democrat Michael Dukakis. During his presidency, he led a post-Cold War transition in Europe and the liberation of Kuwait in the first Gulf War. He lost his re-election bid to Bill Clinton in 1992. Mr. Bush was the second president to see his son, George H.W. Bush, become president as well. His passing comes just months after his wife, former First Lady Barbara Bush, passed away. Mr. Bush is survived by 5 grandchildren and 17 grandchildren. President Trump has ordered the flags at the White House to be flown at half-staff to honor the former president. Late last night, the president issued a statement about George H.W. Bush, praising his sound judgment, common sense, and great leadership. President Trump says former President Bush's example will continue to inspire future Americans to pursue a greater cause. And it was a life that brought George Herbert Walker Bush back to the White House in 2011 to receive the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Those of you who know him, this is a gentleman, inspiring citizens to become points of light in service to others. His life is a testament that public service is a noble
calling there. Now, as the nation grieves the loss of the former president, memorials are beginning to pop up across the country. This one with flowers and an American flag was set up outside of his home in Houston, Texas. Well, we will never forget you. That's the reaction from the grandson of President George H.W. Bush in his passing. George P. Bush tweeted, "He was more than a great man. He was a good man." The heartwarming tweet said his courage was matched by his compassion, and his dedication to the country was equaled only by his devotion to his family. The younger Bush ended the tweet with, "Gampy, we love you and we will miss you, but we'll never forget you." George P. Bush is the oldest son of Jeb Bush, the former Florida governor, who's one of the former president's 5 living children.